Okay, here we go. Chapter 16, Mr. Brownlow Learns the Truth. Oh, it's about time we start learning truths. Rose loved Oliver and wanted to help him regain his good name, but she didn't want to cause Nancy's death by giving away her secret. She remained deep in thought. I saw Mr. Brownlow at last, said Oliver, bursting into the room. I was out walking with Giles, and I saw Mr. Brownlow get out of a coach and go into a house. I was trembling so that I could not go up to him, but I wrote down the address. Now I must go there. We'll go right away, said Rose, realizing that the gentleman might be very helpful on her own business. She ordered a coach immediately, and when they arrived at the Craven Street address Oliver had written down, Rose told Oliver to wait in the coach while she went inside alone to see Mr. Brownlow. Rose was shown into the study where she found the kindly-looking Mr. Brownlow with his friend Mr. Grimwig, who looked as grim as ever. My name is Rose Maylie, she began. You once showed great kindness to a very dear young friend of mine, and I thought you might be interested in hearing how he is. His name is Oliver Twist. Mr. Brownlow was too surprised to speak for several moments. Finally, he drew his chair closer to Rose. My dear lady, he said kindly, if you have it in your power to change the bad impression that I have of that child, please tell me what you know. I have tried every way possible to find him. Rose told him everything that had befallen Oliver since he left Mr. Brownlow's house. You bring welcome news indeed, said Mr. Brownlow. But where is the boy now? He's waiting in the coach just outside. Mr. Brownlow dashed outside and returned with Oliver. Then he sent for Mrs. Bedwin. It was a joyous reunion indeed. While Oliver was busy chatting with Mrs. Bedwin, Rose told the men about Nancy. Mr. Grimwig wanted to have the girl arrested. Calm down, said Mr. Brownlow. Having all those scoundrels arrested is not our first concern. We must be careful. We must find out who Oliver's parents were and then get his inheritance returned to him. Moving against the girl will do no good. We have to get this fellow Monks alone and make him confess. After all, he is not one of this gang of robbers. But first we must see the girl and ask her to show us who Monks is, or to describe him and where he hangs out so we can find him ourselves. We can do this without giving her secret away, without bringing any harm upon her. They decided to tell Dr. Losberne, Mrs. Maylie, and Harry Maylie about these plans, but to say nothing to Oliver himself. I will go to any expense, said Mrs. Maylie, if it means helping Oliver. Good, exclaimed Mr. Brownlow. Then I shall go with Rose on Sunday night to meet with this girl Nancy on London Bridge. Ooh, they got a plan. It's going to happen.